Our parents are the pillars of our existence, the silent warriors who devote their lives to shaping ours. They sacrifice their dreams, desires, and personal comforts to ensure that we have everything we need to thrive. Yet, in the fast pace of life, we often fail to recognize the extent of their sacrifices. We take their love for granted, assuming that they will always be there, standing strong like an unshakable foundation. However, if we take a moment to reflect, we will realize that every achievement, every success, and every comfort we enjoy today is a result of their untold sacrifices. From the moment we enter this world, our parents dedicate themselves to our well-being. A mother endures the pain of childbirth, risking her own life to bring us into the world. From that very instant, her life revolves around our needs, sleepless nights, constant care, and unconditional love. A father, on the other hand, shoulders the responsibility of providing for the family, often working long hours, sacrificing his own dreams and personal time to ensure that his children never have to struggle. These sacrifices may seem ordinary to us, but they are extraordinary acts of love. As children, we grow up believing that our parents are invincible. We never truly understand the depth of their struggles because they hide their pain behind their smiles. When we wanted toys, they made sure we got them, even if it meant cutting down on their own expenses. When we felt sick, they stayed up all night, tending to us with the utmost care, never once complaining about their exhaustion. When we failed, they lifted us, reassuring us that we were capable of achieving anything. Their sacrifices go unnoticed because they never ask for recognition. They find joy in seeing us happy, in watching us succeed. Yet, as we grow older, we sometimes begin to overlook their efforts. We get busy with our own lives, our own ambitions, and in that pursuit, we start taking them for granted. The very hands that once held us when we were weak now tremble with age, yet we fail to notice. The voices that once guided us through every challenge begin to fade, but we are too preoccupied to listen. They never demand our attention, but deep down, they long for our love, for our respect, for our time. Think about the countless sacrifices they have made. A mother who once held our tiny hands and taught us how to walk now finds it difficult to take steps of her own, yet she never complains. A father who once carried us on his shoulders now struggles with the weight of his own burdens, yet he never lets us see his pain. They give everything they have without expecting anything in return. How can we not respect them? How can we not honor the love they have poured into our lives? Respecting our parents is not just about obeying their words. It is about acknowledging their sacrifices, appreciating their efforts, and treating them with kindness and dignity. It is about listening to them when they speak, valuing their wisdom, and making them feel cherished. It is about understanding that no matter how old we grow, we will always remain their children, and they will always deserve our love and respect. When we were young, they put our needs above their own. Now, as they grow old, it is our turn to do the same. They may not say it, but they long for our companionship, our care, and our love. A simple phone call, a warm hug, or a few kind words can bring them immense joy. They do not ask for grand gestures. All they want is to feel valued, to feel loved. Let us never forget the sacrifices our parents have made for us. Let us always treat them with the respect and kindness they deserve. They are the reason we stand tall today, and the least we can do is honor them with our love, our gratitude, and our unwavering respect. Too often in life, we realize the value of something only when it is gone. We get so caught up in our own world that we fail to appreciate the people who matter the most, our parents. They are the ones who have been there for us since the beginning, giving us their time, energy, and love without expecting anything in return. But as we grow older, we sometimes forget to acknowledge their sacrifices. We assume they will always be there, waiting for us with open arms. But life doesn't work that way. Time moves forward, and if we are not careful, we may find ourselves living with regret for the things left unsaid and the moments left unshared. Think about the last time you sat down and truly listened to your parents. When was the last time you expressed your gratitude for everything they have done for you? It is easy to assume they already know how much we love and appreciate them. But just like anyone else, they long to hear it. They long to feel it. They long to know that all their sacrifices, all their struggles were worth it. But too often we get so caught up in our own responsibilities that we forget to say thank you or I love you. And before we know it, the chance to do so may slip away. Regret is one of the heaviest burdens a person can carry. Many people realize too late that they should have spent more time with their parents, that they should have been more patient, more understanding, more present. They wish they had one more conversation, one more opportunity to express their love. But no amount of wishing can turn back time. This is why we must act now. We must choose gratitude over regret while we still have the chance. Parents don't ask for much. They don't expect grand gestures or expensive gifts. What they truly want is our time, our attention, and our love. A simple phone call, a warm hug, or even a few kind words can mean the world to them. They just want to know that they matter, that we see them, that we appreciate them. It is heartbreaking to think that some parents spend their later years longing for the presence of their children, only to be met with silence. They gave us their best years. Yet many are left feeling forgotten when they need us the most. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you. It is about showing appreciation through our actions. It is about making an effort to be there for our parents, to understand their needs, to care for them in the same way they cared for us. When we were children, they held our hands and guided us through life. Now, as they grow older, it is our turn to hold their hands and walk beside them. Life has a way of coming full circle, and the love and respect we show them today will define the kind of person we become. It is important to recognize that our parents are not perfect. They are human just like us, with their own struggles, mistakes, and limitations. But despite their imperfections, they have always done their best for us. They have loved us unconditionally, supported us even when we failed, and believed in us even when we doubted ourselves. They have been our biggest cheerleaders, our strongest protectors, and our safest place. No matter what we achieve in life, no success can compare to the love of a parent. Sometimes we may have disagreements with our parents. We may see the world differently, have different opinions, or even hold on to past conflicts. But at the end of the day, none of that should overshadow the deep bond we share with them. Holding on to anger or resentment only creates distance. And the truth is, no argument is worth losing precious time with them. Life is unpredictable, and we never know how much time we have left. It is always better to choose love, to choose forgiveness, to choose gratitude. Imagine a world where we treated our parents with the same patience and kindness they showed us as children. Imagine if, instead of focusing on their shortcomings, we focused on their sacrifices. Imagine if we made it a habit to appreciate them every single day, not just on special occasions. The world would be a much better place if we all made the effort to love and respect our parents in the way they deserve. Gratitude is a choice. It is something we must practice intentionally. It means calling our parents, spending time with them, listening to their stories, even if we've heard them 100 times. It means making them feel valued, not as an obligation, but out of genuine love and appreciation. It means cherishing them while we still have the chance, so that one day we won't have to live with the regret of what we failed to do. There is no greater blessing than having parents who love us. Let us not take them for granted. Let us choose gratitude over regret. While we still have the time, the way we treat our parents is a direct reflection of who we are as individuals. In a world that often values success, wealth, and personal achievement above all else, it is easy to forget that true greatness lies in humility, kindness, and respect. No matter how successful we become, no matter how much wealth we accumulate, if we fail to honor the people who brought us into this world, then we have failed in the most fundamental way. Respecting our parents is not just a moral obligation, it is a measure of our character. When we were children, we depended on our parents for everything. They were our providers, our protectors, our first teachers. They taught us how to walk, how to speak, how to navigate the world. Every value we hold today, every strength we possess, can be traced back to the lessons they instilled in us. They made sacrifices to ensure we had opportunities they never had, and they gave us love even when we were difficult to love. But as we grow older, we often forget the depth of their love and dedication. We become so focused on building our own lives that we neglect the very people who made our journey possible. Respecting our parents is about more than just following their rules or obeying their wishes. It is about recognizing their sacrifices, valuing their wisdom, and treating them with kindness and dignity. It is about acknowledging that their presence in our lives is not something to be taken for granted. Too often, people only realize the true worth of their parents when they are gone, when it is too late to express their gratitude or to make amends for the times they were disrespectful or dismissive. One of the most heartbreaking things in life is seeing elderly parents who are ignored, neglected, or treated as burdens by their own children. These are the same parents who once held their children close, who spent sleepless nights caring for them, who worked tirelessly to provide for them. And yet, in their old age, they are sometimes met with indifference. A society that does not respect its elders is a society that has lost its humanity. A person who cannot honor their own parents is a person who lacks true integrity. Respecting our parents is not just about words. It is about actions. It means being patient with them, even when they repeat the same stories over and over again. It means making time for them, even when we are busy with our own lives. It means showing them kindness, even when they do not ask for it. It means making sure they feel valued, not just as parents, but as individuals who have given their entire lives to raising us. Many of us will eventually experience the reality of aging. One day we too will grow old, and we will long for the same love, care, and respect that we once received as children. The way we treat our parents now will set an example for how we will be treated in the future. If we disregard them, if we fail to show them love, we may find ourselves in the same position one day, longing for attention from those we sacrificed everything for. It is important to remember that no matter how old we become, we will always remain our parents' children in their eyes. They do not stop worrying about us just because we have grown up. They do not stop caring for us just because we have our own families. They are always thinking about us, always praying for our happiness, always hoping that we remember them with the same love they have for us. To respect them is to recognize this deep, unconditional love and to honor it in every way possible. Some people may argue that respect should be earned, that not all parents are perfect, and that some may have made mistakes. But respect is not about perfection. It is about gratitude. No parent is without flaws, just as no child is without flaws. We do not respect our parents because they are perfect. We respect them because they gave us life, because they did their best, because they stood by us even when we did not deserve it. Even if there were struggles in the relationship, even if there were misunderstandings, respect is a choice we make, not just for them, but for ourselves. In every culture, in every religion, in every moral code, respecting one's parents is considered one of the highest virtues. It is a universal truth that transcends borders and beliefs. It is a reflection of our values, our upbringing, and our sense of responsibility. A person who treats their parents with love and kindness is someone who understands the true meaning of gratitude and humility. If we truly want to be great, if we truly want to leave a meaningful legacy, it begins with how we treat the people who gave us everything. No amount of success can replace the love of a parent. No achievement can be greater than the pride in their eyes when they see us become good, kind, and respectful human beings. The greatest honor we can give our parents is to make them feel cherished and respected every single day, not just on special occasions, not just when it is convenient, but always. Because at the end of the day, the way we treat them is a reflection of who we truly are. Life moves quickly, and time with our parents is precious. One day we may look back and wish we had spent more time with them, listen more, love more. Let's not wait for regret to teach us the value of respect. Let's cherish them now while they are still here, while we still have the chance. Success, wealth, and achievements mean little if we forget the ones who stood by us from the beginning. True greatness lies in humility, love, and respect. Let's honor our parents not just in words, but in actions every single day.